to do another like a series in this insight videos that I'm doing, and I talked about purification yesterday, and I want to talk about like activation today. I feel like I'm getting this impression. Again, I feel this kind of this energy every time I sort of like come into this kind of activation or purification or this kind of shifting consciousness, shifting awareness at the moment. I'm still feeling this diamond consciousness or this diamond sort of like impression where I get this diamond sort of like an impression of a diamond that comes down to my shoulders and then goes down to my legs, and it's sort of like, again, it's about this shifting through activation, this shifting through purification. And what it is it's vibration and frequency. It's opening up your channel, opening up to your source energy. The diamond consciousness is directly connected to source energy, and source energy is where we shift from the 3D dimension into the 5D dimension. And 5D dimension is the dimension of vibration and frequency and energy, energetic sort of manifestation, creation. And it's very much around, again, with this source energy. Again, I feel from my center, as I spoke yesterday, this center, coming from your center, dissolving things, releasing things. By doing that and purifying, what you're doing is you're opening up your channel. You're opening up your channel to be activated, to expand, and to start to receive the infinite flow of source energy. And it also sort of like it activates then to sort of like connect and link in with your higher self. And your higher self has the wisdom and the knowledge of your purpose within this reality, within this time. And purification is so important because by purifying, you're releasing, and you're releasing and dissolving. And this is part of what we need to do. And I feel quite strong like being impressed on me, being directed very much from these infinite beings, and these beings of infinite consciousness, the ascended master, the archangels, are all talking about purification. So purification is on a vibration and frequency. It's releasing, it's activating a new vibration, a new frequency within your energy field, within your sort, within your being, to activate and connect to source energy. What it's doing is it's opening you up as a channel to connect to the universal law of inspired action, where you're receiving inspiration, you're receiving insight, you're receiving wisdom, and then what you're doing is you're then sort of acting upon it to then start to bring online your purpose, your frequency, and your higher self as well, to start to bring in the information, the insight and the wisdom, to start to create and manifest that which is your purpose. And this is all part of like the oneness vibration. People talk about I am presence, which is more about being, again, in sort of direct alignment, direct sort of integration of source energy. The fifth dimensional reality works on the energetic reality. It works within the spiritual realms, within the infinite realms of source energy. And when we can start to come from that, we release and we remove limitation. And this is what this time's about. It's the time's about connecting into our infinite source energy. And the infinite source energy connects directly to, again, the universal law of perpetual transmutation, which is very much around the understanding that you can dissolve things. Again, it connects into purification and activation, that you can dissolve and create and manifest. And within your source being and your higher self is limited options, unlimited vibrations, sorry, not limited options, unlimited options, unlimited vibrations. I've just been corrected there as I was saying that. That, you know, this is this infinite sort of vibrations and frequencies of the energetic world and of source energy. So there's many sort of like expressions that you can create, and there's many expressions that you can choose. And it's about choice again. It's about stepping into that personal power. This connects into I'd say the Archangel Uriel and Jophiel, which are very much around creative expression, but it also connects into also your solar plexus, which is about self-esteem, about confidence. It's about self-expression, but your personal power. And this is all about personal power as well. It's about stepping into that infinite source energy that allows you to be know that you have the power to release, shift and change. And this is the universal law of perpetual transmutation. It's knowing that you can go into different states of consciousness, different states of awareness, different states of being. And beingness is the definition of being in your vibration and living in vibration, living in frequency. And again, this is source living, and this is what this time's about, and this is why I'm talking about purification, and I'm talking about activation, because it's about being in an expansive space where you start to be the center of your reality, the center of creation in a way. What I mean by that is, I mean, you are a source creator and you create your reality. You create your reality through vibration and frequency, and this is what source is. Source is an infinite oneness vibration of vibration and frequency, and you can create many different sort of expressions of that. And it's about sort of like using vibration, using frequency within your reality to start to create and manifest. Now, vibration and frequency has many different many different levels to it. You know, again, I've talked about some of the tools that we use, like activation and purification. You can use chakras. You can use your energy centers to open up, spin, vibrate in a way that starts to allow you to receive that infinite source energy, and also receive the infinite flow of the universe, which is connected to this infinity symbol of 8, which always looks like a horizontal flow, but I always see it more like vertical. But you know, most sort of like when you see it like on the resource of the internet or anywhere else, it always like is like horizontal, but I always see it more vertical. I see it spinning around your chakras and flowing around your top chakras down and connecting to your bottom chakras, and this infinite flow that just keeps flowing around. It also connects to the universal law of rhythm, which is very much around, again, cycles, and these are the expansive cycles of new consciousness, new awareness, new vibrations, new frequencies that are coming in all the time. And that is the universal law of rhythm, that we're all part of a collective expansion and a collective consciousnness that's happening, and we're all part of it. And this is why there's activation and purification. And this is why they've been talking about using tools like cards, like angel cards, to connect into the archangels that bring wisdom. They bring harmony, balance, intuition. You got like Raziel that the archangel Raziel works on the a purple vibration, a purple frequency, and works very closely with Saint Germain, the ascended master, which is again about bringing universal consciousness, universal wisdom, universal truth into our reality, into our consciousness. Raziel brings universal wisdom into our sort of our consciousness. It helps open up our third eye, and also connects with our sort of crown chakras, where we're opening up that crown chakra to start to receive and align with source energy and the infinite flow of source, but also the infinite flow of the universe as well. We're constantly being activated, we're constantly receiving sort of energy and vibrations and frequencies, and all of these are here for us to release old patterns, old frequencies, to start to allow the new frequencies and the new beginnings and the new rebirth for each of us to start happening now. I've talked about Lord Lanto, the ascended master, who is about illumination, and it very much sits in the center, in your heart center, your heart chakra. Illumination again is about dissolving. It's about starting to live from a place of higher wisdom, higher consciousness, but it's also a place where we start to live within frequency. And we know that, you know, we have if we open up to that expansive consciousness, or that space, or that source energy within ourselves, then we open up to start to receive insight and wisdom to create intentions and manifest new thoughts, new vibrations, new ways of approaching things, new ways of being, to shift and change our energy, so that we can then start to become more of these open channels. And the more we do that, the more our consciousness expands, the more that we step into our personal power, and the more we start to realize that, you know, within our personal power we have our source creator, and we can create and manifest vibrations and frequencies, and the external world isn't happening to us. It's an expression of what we're creating and manifesting from our own center, from our own source energy, from our own inner world, the universal law of correspondence, which teaches us again that we're all source beings with source vibration and frequency within us, and that each and every one of us creates and manifests from our center, from our source energy, and all expression, all reality, all consciousness is only an expression of what we're creating and manifesting from our inner source. So the more that we can access that inner source, which is directly connected to our infinite self, our universal self, our higher self, the more that we can then start to create and manifest that which we want to create within our lives, within our reality, and then we start to step into our purpose. Like obviously, I feel my purpose is to share this kind of wisdom, share this kind of insight for ascension. And again, an ascended master that works with ascension is Serapis Bey, who brings this white energy, this white light, which is about higher consciousness, higher wisdom, purification, healing, releasing. It's all those kind of things. You know, the white energy holds these frequencies of source energy, of the divine, and it's also that we've been given this at the moment. I've got in my hand, I've got two pieces of selenite. Selenite is a fantastic crystal that works to balance your emotions, balance your mental state, balance your frequency. It brings you back into harmony, it brings you back into union. Archangel Shamiel works with universal love, compassion, harmony, peace, as does Michael, that brings this protection, this courage. It also brings infinite wisdom of the universe, but it also, the blue flame that I've been seeing is very much around serenity. You know, serenity to be able to release, and sort of like to serenity in a way. You know, the serenity prayer sort of talks about having the serenity to like move through things that you cannot change. But I see it in another way, where I see it like, you know, that we, as this source energy, this source vibration, serenity to me is the understanding that you can create and manifest it, you can harmonize things, and you have the ability to shift and change things anytime, you know, with your will, with your vibration, with your frequency. And this is what the purification is about. It's the awakening, as we're all awakening to the fact that we have this source energy, this source power that we can actually step into, and we can step in and live within a fifth dimensional frequency in this reality, which hasn't happened for many sort of like spiritual evolutions. You go back to Lemuria, you go back to Atlantis, where they lived in frequency, they lived in this fifth dimensional reality, where they're very much connected to the source energy, but also to the universe and all the many different realities and the many different beings that were working, and they could daily live and remain sort of connected to these beings of conscious, these universal teachers, these universal beings, like the Great White Brotherhood, which is a collection of infinite beings and ascended beings that work as a collective council to try and bring knowledge and wisdom to this reality, so that we can shift and change. So shift and change this reality to bring it back into harmony with many different realities and many different beings. So once again, we're living more spiritually, we're living more within frequency, harmony, and we're living within source energy as source living, and we're living within the oneness vibration, that we're back in harmony, union with all realities and all beings. And this is what many of us are here to do, is to lift this planet and lift the vibration, so it comes once back into harmony again. That's the insight for today. Please share these videos with anybody or anyone, any friends or anybody else that you feel that, you know, would benefit from this kind of these kind of insights, this knowledge, and this wisdom. Obviously, comment. I like any comments, any kind of comments and questions. If there's a subject matter that you want to sort of like, that you want to ask a question about, we can try and see if we can get some information or some insight from that. In the past, I have worked with development with people and other people in the past, so has worked in my channel where people would maybe put a question, and then I would gain some impressions or insights, and then I would be able to hopefully share some wisdom with them that would help them maybe dissolve whatever was the block or the barrier. So you can do that as well. Comment, like, share, subscribe will be great. Also check out my Facebook page. There's one called Spiritual Wisdom and Insight and Awareness, and that again has got lots of videos that I've done in the past as well. So I use this YouTube channel, and I've got one on Facebook as well. So if you want to sort of like check any of those out and comment about on any of those things, and or even post on the Facebook channel any questions that you'd like to see if we can answer, as soon as I can I'll get back to you, or I'll comment, or I'll write a little sort of like description of maybe what I'm picking up if you give a question. Alright, have a great day, and remember, purification is really important. So in each moment, in each second, if you get something that comes in that affects your vibration, maybe lowers it, purify it, release it, go into your source energy. We can live and we can be in our reality. When you go into the universal law of correspondence, you start to be able to then shift your consciousness and your awareness and go within and feel that vibration, feel that frequency, and you can start to create and manifest from there in every moment, in every second. And that's part of being in the fifth dimensional reality. Like I said, that's the insight for today.